Hello folks, and we've got another new arrival today. It's on the other side of that. We'll take a look at the downfall. So, as promised, we'll be in the down view, and let's see what's come off the wrist. Here you go. Seiko 6349 automatic day date, and it is keeping very. No, yep. I just had to check, but it's keeping very good time. The only fly in the ointment is the links that connect it to the brace, the case are a little bit stretched. Official Seiko Japan clasp, so this is all pucker. It's a bit of a rattly rotor. It's an absolute doddle, and unlike the 7009, this one's got the actual you adjust the day and the date on the crown. So first position, you twirl it one way it does the day, one way the other way does the date. This phone's not exactly loving this, but finally gets there. It's got I don't know if they're Swarovski or like paste crystals or something, at the 12 and the 6. Look at the detail on this case. Look, it's it's almost like I don't know, it's like a 1980s science fiction sort of thing. I mean, it's all angles and I can always tell a good Seiko auto because of that. Now, I'm not too worried about the bracelet, because I found this old one here, which I got out of my box of tricks, that actually fits just right. It's the same footprint and everything. So this one's got it's got one of those sort of buttoned clasps on it. I mean, the only thing is I will lose the Seiko of Japan, but I mean, I was looking at these, there's nothing really stopping me from actually, just putting the clasp off that other one onto this. That's if it'll fit. So we shall see. I haven't polished this yet, so that will be a working process. But let's have a look. Let's see what it looks like on the old. Oh, shall we? There we go. Doesn't that look smart? Now this cost me the astonishing size. You can see where it's where it's it's stretched. This cost me the astonishing amount, I've just flashed it up there, of £18. It is an Indian Seiko. I don't have a problem because I get them from this particular seller, and not all of them have been good. They really have. I thought I had the other one still out. No, I don't. But there you go, Seiko 6349. So now all I've got to do really now is find a 6309 then I've got, you know, quite a nice selection of the 7S26, the 7009, the 6349 now, and when I get the 6309, that means I have got, you know, one of each. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, like, you know, with the autos, the mechanicals, I like to go with the Seiko, like, you know, in the old sense, right, as opposed to having you know, like the more modern Seikos. It's simply because, like, I do think that these are icons, like, of the watch world. You know, there's nothing not to like on these things. So, but I will get that bracelet changed over to this one. Like, as you can see, it's got quite a nice finish to it. I think that will go quite nicely. I think it won't look out of place. That's the thing. No loom. There's like a darker paint on the hands where there would normally be loom. It's got what appears to be gold plated hands, and the Seiko 5 logos which are applied, the applied jewels there, and it's got like a ridged polished gold at the number 9 mark. It hasn't got anything. It hasn't got like a surround around the window. There doesn't appear to have been. And, you know, I mean, for what it is, like, yeah, it is an Indian, but, like, you know, it doesn't look like it's been too bodged. You know, that's why I buy from Royal Time now, because, you know, his ones always seem to be a bit straighter than the competition. You know, there you go. Seiko of Japan. Right, we'll take it to the up view and we'll talk some more. And there you go, and that's what it looks like on the wrist. What I'm going to do when I've got the other bracelet on it is I'm going to find out how I can get these links flattened out, if you know what I mean, because that's what's doing it. It's the fact that these links are stretched and deformed. The rest of the links seem to be okay. It's got a nice fit to it. I've not had to take any links out. It's got like a it feels like acrylic, and, you know, I mean, it's a Seiko. At the end of the day, it is a Seiko. I mean, the fact that it's keeping good time, it's got a nice wind on it, like, you know, it's very hard to hear it, like, you know. I mean, what more do you want for £18.72p, like, you know, which is what, like, you know, it was, like, I mean, what more do you want? Like, you know, you'd go and buy something for £18.72p off of AliExpress, would probably last you a year, like, you know, and it won't look as anything as good as this. Like, you know, I mean, I believe this is a 1970s version, a model. Like, you know, you try and get something from 1970s, like, you know, like, that would look as good as one of these, like, from AliExpress, like, in, say, 40-50 years, like, it's just not going to happen, like, you know. And, like, you know, that brings out, like, you know, I will be outing all the cheap Chinese pieces out of my collection, because I mean, I might keep one or two of the megaliths, because I do like their version of the Seiko tuner. You know, I quite like that as a Hulk. I'll probably keep that, and I'll probably keep the what's it, the other canteen. I'll probably just keep the 3 megaliths, like, you know, but I'll probably keep the what's it, the 2 or 3 Omega homages, but I think that all the other stuff, like the Ben Nevis and all that, I think it's time to go, like, you know, and same with the Eagle Mosses, time to go, you know, because I'm never going to wear them, you know, because they are dreadful, like. So I hope this finds you well. Like, there's not much to report on really, what's going on or anything like that. I've had some bits and pieces turn up today. It's just things like, you know, every so often, if I spot like a baggie of watch links or something like that, I just grab those sort of things. I've got some railway stuff to come and a couple of other bits and pieces, but like, you know, they're all kind of up in the air. Like, you know, baby's been quiet at the moment. I mean, he's been squeaking and like howling all day for his mum, like, you know, and she's been a little cow, like, because she just won't look after her child, like, you know, so she's been shouted at a bit today. Fish and chips for me tea, like, you know, because I just fancied a bit of fish and chips, like, you know. I mean, I'm old-fashioned like that, like, you know. I mean, I've cooked it myself, like, you know, cut battered pieces of fish from Asda's and, like, you know, pile of chips and, like, nice dollop of vinegar on top to take the sting out of it, and, like, you know, job was a good one. So, I'm going to keep it short and sweet tonight. Like, I hope you're all fine and you all well. Like, you know, like, we're, you know, the end is in sight, you know, as long as people don't be complete and utter anuses. Like, was it anus, ani? I'm not sure, like, you know. Because it's the people that don't want to get vaccinated and people that don't care if they give like the virus to like 30 old grannies or something, like, you know, they're the ones that are going to screw it up, like, you know. And if you come across people like that, you just got to look at them and say, look, why are you so selfish, like, you know. I mean, it's not just old people, it's children as well, like, you know, who wants to watch a child, like, you know, breathing, like, you know, on oxygen, like, you know, because somebody wanted to be selfish. You know, I'm not going to go into that, like, you know, but that's my thoughts on that, like, you know. I've had one jab, I've got another one in May, and then I'm free and clear, and I don't have to worry that I'm going to kill somebody, and that's really what it's all down to, like, you know. If you're over 60, your chance of survival will go, so you don't want it, like, you know. So, double thumbs up to Seiko 6349. I have got no complaints about that at all. He says that he just notices that it's stopped. It's obviously not enough wind. Well, that's not very good, is it? Yeah. I'm going to sit there and give it a good wind, like, you know. So I think it's what's it? That's the trouble with automatic watches. Until you get a really good baseline wind on them, like, you know, they can stop, like, you know. And still loving this, lovely, isn't it? And that as well. Oh, all these decent watches, like, you know. And there will be more Seiko, more Pulsar, more Alba, more Loris coming, because that's where I'm focusing now. Now I've got all my Russian stuff, like, you know, that I want, like, apart from the ones I want to get repaired. I'm just going to focus on a bit more quality rather than, you know, like niche, which is what the Russians and the Soviet stuff is. That's more niche, like, you know. But this, I'd wear these all day long, like, you know. I love these old iconic watches, and this one delivers. Like, you know, I think that was worth £18.72p, even though I managed to make it stop for some reason. It's weird that, you know, it's a new watch. It's been from all the way from Delhi to, like, you know, like London on the plane, thrown about, kicked about, probably sat on by like the cargo crew, like, you know, and then it's gone through the Royal Mail, like, you know, it's probably been used as football, like people at Bristol, like, you know, because they can't steal anything anymore. They're like they're doing that. Right, stay safe. Stay, you know, lucky, stay legal, and all the rest of it. Toodle pipski.